WCCO Television, Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Good evening, I'm Marla Bendow.
And I'm Steve Doyle. Tonight we're at the downtown St. Paul Holman Field, where you'll find a lot of single-engine and twin-engine prop planes.
But one sort of plane that you won't see here, at least I haven't seen any, is a plane made out of styrofoam. But tonight in our first story, we're going to meet a Twin Cities man who has actually built a styrofoam airplane in his basement following an innovative new aircraft design.
And then we're going to meet one Beverly Slater, who's waging an extraordinary fight back from amnesia.
Chef Tell talks about the differences between potatoes.
And Vicki Lansky has hobby items for $1 or less.
That's tonight's show.
So please join us.
Are you looking for a new hobby? Well, how'd you like to build a small aircraft in your basement? Sounds unlikely, but actually there's an innovative new aircraft design that lets you do just that. So tonight, PM Magazine is going to take you flying off into the blue with a Twin Cities man on his first flight in a home-built, get this, styrofoam plane. It probably doesn't look like any other plane you've seen. But those vertical wingtips and the extra canard in front add up to a plane that not only looks different, but has surprising aerodynamic efficiency. And yes, it really can be built in your basement. This is one of several designs from the drawing board of a former NASA engineer in California. All his designs are sold in kit form. Sheldon Olson of St. Paul has spent 6 months' worth of evenings and weekends on his plane. He has another year and a half to go.
My wife and I have never been intimidated by the size of the project. We look at it as being 25 little projects. It's going to end up to be an airplane.
The principal building material is styrofoam, which is cut to size with a hot wire saw. The foam will be coated with a fiberglass epoxy laminate, but all the aerodynamic shaping is carried out in styrofoam.
As I've been building it, I've been appreciating how well it's been designed. There's a lot of features in here that you don't really notice when you're thinking about it, but when you start putting it together, you see that there's been some good thinking done on it.
Sheldon belongs to a local chapter of the Experimental Aircraft Association. This is not the only type of aircraft built by club members, but its low cost is rapidly making it the most popular. Kevin Speckman is in the finishing stages of his own plane.
Essentially, though, I think it's turning out quite well. I'm really pleased with the completeness of the directions and the way they lead you through each step, one small step at a time. There are even some places where the plans call out for coffee breaks in the middle of a layup or bathroom breaks. They're just totally detailed.
With tremendous patience, Sheldon Olson awaits the day in 1983 when he can take his first flight. But other club members are already at the completion stage. On an early Saturday morning, while most pilots are still in bed, dreaming of engines and aerobatics, Kevin Speckman is anxiously preparing for the trial flight of his own styrofoam and fiberglass airplane at the Anoka Airport. The finished aircraft is extremely light, eliminating all non-essentials, like starters.
Both on?
Okay. Though it's his first flight in the new plane, Kevin is an experienced recreational pilot who's completed the recommended engine and taxi tests on previous weekends.
Yeah, I'm going to try one run, lift off, just a quick lift off, and then I'll go, if it feels right.
The tiny plane with its 65 horsepower engine heads for the runway used by its bigger brothers during the week. And Kevin's plane is airborne. The takeoff is a bit wobbly as Kevin adjusts to the controls, but the plane performs flawlessly. No one knows Keevan's feelings at this moment better than his wife, Alana.
Oh, higher than the airplane. I know he's just delighted. This is his first love is airplanes, really is. His mother said that when he was little, the first word he said was airbane, so you know how much he loves airplanes.
Another member of the Experimental Aircraft Association, Dick Moga, takes to the air in his own plane to meet up with his friend Keevan at 2,000 feet.
Traffic 1 Alpha Alpha's on final 08, touch and go.
After 20 minutes, Keevan forces himself to come back to Earth for a few minor adjustments to the controls.
All right.
It was fun. It takes a little bit of getting used to it. Very sensitive pitch on here, and that's why I was bobbling a little bit. I'm not quite used to that sensitivity yet, and so I had to make a few times around just to get accustomed to things before I came down near the ground. The ground's where you get hurt, not the air. There are a couple of thrills in a person's life. The first solo flight when you get your license, and I think this is another thrill just as big, the first flight in your own experimental aircraft.
At 40 miles to the gallon, the plane will provide economical cross-country transportation for Keevan and his wife. But right now, the satisfaction for his 3 years of labor is in the thrill of flying.
No, the plane is super smooth. Amazed at how well it flies. Something that I built, and it flies that good. And it handles just like a dream. You think about doing a turn, and all of a sudden you find yourself in it. It's just like, like being a bird.
If you plan to keep your car for a while, turn it over to Goodyear regularly for a lube and oil change. Changing oil, as recommended by the manufacturer, is one of the best ways to keep your engine running smoothly, mile after mile. And your Goodyear service store will do it quickly.
And we'll do it right with a lube and up to 5 quarts of major brand oil.
Get a lube and oil change now at this low price.
Turn it over to Goodyear today.
Bet hiking makes you hungry, Alex.
I'll say.
Looks like you're really enjoying that Skippy peanut butter sandwich.
Tastes great.
Guess Mom packed it because Skippy's nutritious.
Nutritious?
Your mom knows, ounce for ounce, Skippy has more protein than a hot dog, chicken salad, even liverwurst. And Skippy has no cholesterol. What is it you like best about hiking?
Lunch.
For good nutrition, it's hard to beat Skippy Creamy and Super Chunk.
I know. Everybody said you're not supposed to smoke in bed. I'm different. I won't fall asleep without putting it out.
Those fires happen to other people.
I'm not tired.
Say, for all you hobbyists out there, we have a treat in store for you tonight. PIA Magazine's Vicki Lansky talks about hobby items you can collect for $1 or less. But first, Chef Tell shows how you can tell the difference between potatoes and then prepares a pomme de terre delicacy.
Hi. This evening I'd like to show you how to make pomme de chasse, which is a potato mix, and when you have this basic mix, you can make 5, 8, 9 different potatoes out of them. However, when you buy a potato is not a potato. There's different potatoes which you can buy. This one is a regular potato, or called the chef's potato, which is good for soups, for stews, for mashed potatoes, because it's a very wet potato. For the potato recipe I'm going to show you, you don't want to use a regular potato. The next potato is a red potato. As you can see, the red potato is very nice. You could just semi-peel them, and then saute them or cook them. It's really nice. It's great for potato salad. Not for the potatoes we're going to use now. What we're going to use is an Idaho potato. It's more expensive than both of those potatoes, but it's very nice. It's dry, it's beautiful, and it's used for those potato duchesse or potato mix or for baking potatoes. So when you get the potatoes for the recipe, which I show you now in the kitchen, get the Idaho potatoes. In my opinion, that's the best. I'm going to go to the kitchen, and I see you there. So we peel the potatoes, we wash them, and then we cook them. After the potatoes are cooked, you have to run them to a ricer. They call it ricer because the potatoes come out rice. That makes a lot of sense, right? Just put the potatoes in here. See, they're cooked, they're nice and dry. Put them right in here. This one, of course, not. And then just run them to the ricer. Now, you have to be a little careful. Sometimes you rice them like this, and the potato oozes out here, and you burn yourself. Don't do this. Hold it down to the bowl, so it actually doesn't burn. You see how it comes out? Very, very slowly. Okay. Now we have this. We add in here little salt, little white pepper. Sometimes the potato, even the Idahos, are a little bit wet. You add a tiny, tiny touch of cornstarch to it, maybe a half a teaspoon or so. Then 2 egg yolks. Just separate your eggs. Make sure before you separate your eggs they have room temperature. This way it's much easier to separate them. Just like this. Now we have in there salt, pepper, little cornstarch, and 2 egg yolks. All right? Take a wooden spoon, don't take a plastic spoon. Sometimes they melt if the potato is really hot. And just mix them up like this. You get a nice consistency. Can you see it? Just beautiful. When we have it like this, let me put this away here. Take a little tray here, little pastry bag, and we take this potato duchesse or potato mix, put it in the pastry bag, and then we pipe it to the pastry bag in a cylindrical pyramid shape. You see this? Just like this. Just run them through. Just go like this. 1, 2. Now this is just one way to use this. You can make small little balls or croquette or even pear-shaped potatoes, and then they look like this. You see this? You make them like this. You make croquette. You bread them, or you make little potato balls. You put them in almonds, and this way you get same nice potatoes out of the same basic recipe. We go back to the duchesse. Put a little egg wash on here. Put them in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. And that's how they come out. Just beautiful, nice pomme duchesse. Or the nice potato croquette, which are already deep fried. Or the little potato balls, just fantastic. Or you want to get real fancy, you shape a potato like a pear, put a clove in the bottom, and a little spaghetti on top. You deep fry them, and you get beautiful William pear potatoes. All of those potatoes, we gladly send you a recipe. Please send a self-addressed stamped envelope. I send it to you, and I see you. That is just fantastic.
Oh, terrific. I love it. Oh, that's great. You know, a very important tip when you want to take pictures of children is to get down at their eye level. I think you'll be much more satisfied with the results. Hi, my name is Vicki Lansky, and tonight I want to share with you some things that you hobbyists could send away for by mail, things that only cost $1 or even less. Now, if you haven't been that happy with the pictures you've been taking of your family, you might be interested in sending away for this free 30-page self-teaching guide. It really will help you pinpoint a lot of the problems you might be having. For instance, you might not be pleased if your pictures look like this and the horizon is off kilter. You'd much prefer a straighter picture. Or in this case, I really stood too far away and I can't see my subjects. Instead, it's better when I fill the frame like this. I think I'm much more satisfied with those results. If collecting is more your idea of a hobby, you might want to send away for startup kits such as this. For $1, you can get a whole packet of foreign currency and coins like this from all different parts of the world. Or maybe you're more interested in stamps. For only 50 cents, you can send away and get a whole packet of stamps from places like Brazil and Formosa, all sorts of interesting places and a fun way to study geography. Not that my son needs another hobby, but he was interested in finding out what would be involved in setting up a model railroad. So he sent for this 32-page free booklet on model railroading. And it really has everything you need to know about starting up your own, where to build it, how to build it. It's really very interesting. And you could send for this too. In fact, if you'd like to send for any of the things we've discussed tonight, family photography, stamps, coins, or model railroading, just send a self-addressed stamped envelope to me, Vicki, care of this station, and I'll make sure that you get the information and addresses as to where to send for all these things. See you next week.
Now, if you'd like more information about any of the hobbies that Vicki Lansky talked about, you can get that by calling our PM Magazine hotline, and that number will be given out tonight at the end of the show. Now, next on PM Magazine, we're going to hear the remarkable story of a woman without a past. Stay with us.
Chef Saluto, one slice of this extraordinary pizza and you'll have to wonder.
So who is this Chef Saluto?
I don't know. I know he uses only real Italian sausage and aged pepperoni.
What age? He can't be a day over 35.
Who is this Chef Saluto, eh? I love this guy.
And doesn't deep fry his crust. He bakes it so it's light and crisp.
The guy's got standards.
And that's not all.
Chef Saluto. With frozen pizza of this quality, it's no wonder people wonder.
Some jobs don't stop after 5 o'clock. Covering the news is one of them. The people who work for WCCO Television News put in long hours, hours filled with quick decisions and last-minute changes. Covering the news is a constant race against the clock. And because Channel 4 has more newscasts than any other television station in the Twin Cities, the job is even tougher. One way to make a living is to work 9 to 5. Another is to work for Channel 4 News.
This is Charlie Rose. Join us on our next program with Phyllis Diller.
And this little, teeny little 2.5-year-old kid, they were teasing, and they showed him a 8x10 glossy of me and all the whole thing with the cigarette holder in the booth. And they said, "Who's that?" And he said, "Phyllis Diller." And then they pointed to me cooking, and they said, "Who's that?" He said, "Grandma."
The Charlie Rose Show, Wednesday morning at 7:30 here on Channel 4.
There was this guy who I thought was terrific. I mean, well, self-assured. And I really liked that in a person. Anyway, one night I saw him at a party. And I got up the nerve to say hello. And then he took out a cigarette. Blows my whole image of him. I mean, I know I make some people nervous. But I thought he had it together.
Smoking, it's a dead giveaway.
I think people who smoke are real losers.
Imagine waking from a deep sleep and discovering you have no idea who you are, who your friends are, any of your childhood memories, or even what your name is. And then imagine being introduced to a group of people who claim they are your family. Does it sound like the beginning of a nightmare for you? Well, in reality, it's a true story of one Beverly Slater, whom PM Magazine's Susie Peveroff introduces us to tonight to hear her extraordinary story.
He really didn't think that she was going to live.
It's almost like a reincarnate thing. She died, and then another spirit came into this body and was allowed to live.
Do you remember thinking, oh, kept coming down every day? We didn't miss a day. We went down all the time.
I do not remember the accident at all. The only thing that I remember is waking up in the hospital. At what point, I don't know when I woke up. And that's all I remember. And all.
Over a year ago, Beverly Slater was struggling to recover from a severe car accident, an accident which caused tremendous anguish for her family and for her. She's now 49 years old and has no idea what happened during her first 48 years. Beverly has amnesia. She's a wife, a mother of 2, a grandmother, and a daughter herself. Yet Beverly has only known these people for a short while, as she remembers nothing before the accident, not one page of her past, not even the man she's loved and been married to for nearly 30 years.
Someone told me, "This is your husband." That was it. I looked at him, did not know him, and did not know him.
You moved into that house with a stranger. How'd you deal with that?
I dealt with it as, this is your husband. Go home and live with him. He'll take care of you. And I did. And he did take care of me.
Did you have to fall in love with him all over again?
Get to know him. Then fall in love with him.
Harold, doesn't that hurt you to hear that?
No, because I have many of the same feelings. I feel very much the same way. Sure, I brought home a woman from the hospital, but at the same time, she was not the same woman that went to the hospital.
How is she different?
Manner, attitude, so many different things that it's almost impossible to say or put into words in one sentence or at one time. It just can't be done.
What about your kids? How did they react, and how did you react when you first saw them? I did not know them. I was told who they are. I love them. I love the grandchildren the same way. Those feelings are very strong in me. I've thought many times of what they were like as youngsters. I don't know them as youngsters. I know them only as adults.
We don't discuss the things that happened in 3rd grade, in junior high school, when I got suspended in high school. Those things that some families can sit around the table and laugh about it. When they reminisce, we can't do that sort of thing. It's one of the sad things. As if 2 adults rather than mother to son, in that sense.
It's Stuart's bar mitzvah.
Oh, my God.
Look at Johnny's dress.
I don't believe it's me either. Oh, my God.
Photographs and memories, Christmas cards you sent to me, all that I have are these to remember you.
To me, it's like my mother died, and I have this new person that I have to relate to and talk to. She's just a different person to me, and but the mother that I grew up with died, really. I mean, I look at her, and she looks the same, and sometimes I look at her, and like her smile is different, and the way that she stands is different, and just her whole, and I say, you know, my mother really died.
In addition to recapturing her past, Bev has had to relearn many basic skills. She had to be taught how to apply makeup, how to select her wardrobe, and many other tasks that we all take for granted. But there's something that Bev will probably never regain. She's lost her sense of taste and her sense of smell. To add to all of this, Bev's personality has changed. Those who knew her well say she's more outgoing, more outspoken. Bev's neurosurgeon, Dr. Michael O'Connor of Philadelphia's Graduate Hospital, gave his prognosis.
I think it's unlikely that there will be a striking change in her memory. In Bev's case, it was extremely unusual, and the only case that I encountered like this, where the patient lost memory of all events preceding the accident.
When I came home from the hospital, this was my day one. I know that many people go through their lives and they think about their past. The past was a make of your character the way you are today. And you think about the past. I don't have that. To me, I'm a new person.
Is Harold a person that the new Bev would have chosen if you had a choice at this point?
I honestly do not know the answer to that. I don't know. I often think that this is a man that I have put my life into. I have put my life into him. No one else. I came home from the hospital. He took care of me. He brought me to where I am now. Therefore, I feel a lot of love for this man. The way I am today, there are many things about him that pleases me. Many things. And there are things that displease me, but I think that's normal.
There have been times in the last year and a half when I just wanted to take off. I just felt that I couldn't bear the anguish and the trial and the trauma and the tribulation that went with it. But you bear with it. Now, whether I would have picked her in the way she is now a second time, I don't know. Because I don't think anybody could really answer that question.
Got a picture.
Amnesia is still a mystery, but help may be on the way for people like Beverly. Researchers say they have found a hormone which seems to stimulate memory, and that a nasal spray may be available for amnesia sufferers by 1985. Now, please don't go away. Marla and I are going to be right back with more PM Magazine.
The Noon Report on Channel 4, the only complete newscast in town between 9 and 5. With the latest in news and sports. Up-to-the-minute weather. conversations with today's newsmakers, and a variety of special reports. The Noon Report. WCCO's half hour of the news you can't wait for till 5.
Hello. Did you know that in just 6 years, St. Paul will have no place to put its trash? Landfill space will be full by then. You can help now by recycling bottles, cans, and other items. Recycling saves. It saves money, it saves landfill space, and it saves the energy used to manufacture new products. It takes $1 to recycle, but $2 to dump. St. Paul supports the work of Recycling Unlimited, a non-profit recycling program free to everyone in St. Paul. Recycling Unlimited collects at your curbside every week and provides drop-off sites. Recycling's easy. Start now by calling Recycling Unlimited at 698-8119. Find out where your nearest drop-off site is, or to have weekly curbside service at your home.
Hi, I'm Muriel Humphrey Brown. Would you like to have a great evening and benefit the Children's Cancer Research Fund?
Paul Anka's special performance has been rescheduled from October 18th. Plan now to attend the benefit concert on October 21st. For reservations, call 854-9300.
Well, we think we had an interesting show for you tonight about experimental aircraft and amnesia. What about tomorrow?
Well, you know, all this week, the new dance festival is going on, sponsored by the Walker. So tomorrow night, we're going to meet Maria Cheng, who is one of the 3 Twin Cities choreographers performing in that festival. The Phantom Diner pays a visit to Niklaus, a restaurant in Golden Valley specializing in Greek specialties.
And photography expert Gary Tassone takes a sharp look at how to achieve the proper focus.
And that's our show for tomorrow. I hope you'll join us.
Have a good evening tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good evening.
Tonight, Boss Hogg has a new business on the Dukes of Hazzard, next here on Channel 4.